back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys! So I'm here today to do my September TBR and I'm very excited. September is the birthday month, so that's always a nice thing, and also it's just the month where I enjoy autumn finally happening to the UK, because it always seems to be in September that autumn arrives, and autumn and winter I think are the best times for reading. I just get to snuggle up with my books and be inside, and it's so much more fun. So I'm really excited about autumn. I'm very excited about some of the books I have planned, but I'm not being too prescriptive outside of what I kind of have to read for SPFBO and the project that Eleanor and I are doing together, because there are a few readathons that are kind of coming up that I'm eyeing. I'm not certain I'm going to participate, but I want to if I can. So I might do some readathon TBRs, but at the moment this is what I've got planned besides that. So let's just get into it. There's a couple things that I'm currently reading as ever, so I'm going to talk about those first. The first one that I've already started is this lovely book by Jen. It is The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night, and it's her short story collection that comes out very soon, I think in November time. So I'm very lucky to have an advanced copy and very excited because I have already read the first story and loved it. So I'm very much looking forward to going into the rest of it. This is a kind of magical realism, whimsical, kind of dark and twisted story collection, and so far it's excellent. So I have no doubt that I'll be able to finish this in the month of September and hopefully review it for you guys very, very soon. The next one that I'm currently reading is also a short story collection. This one is called A Collection of Tang Fei's SF, and this is translated from Chinese. There are 5 stories in the collection and I've read the first. It was weird. I'm not sure if it's a good or bad weird yet. I'm still pondering it. It was strange. But I'm excited to read the rest, and I'm hoping that I'll get to review this one for you guys, because it's one of those very small indie published books that is definitely not on Goodreads and places, so it would be cool to tell you guys a bit more about translated works, and this is kind of me starting to do that. So I'll let you know what I think of it in the end, but so far it's interesting, weird, and definitely different, so that's good. Another one that I'm currently reading is this huge one, An Echo of Things to Come by James Islington. I've actually just started this today, and today is the last day of August, so very much just started it. I am not very far through. I'm audiobooking this and reading it, so I've only audiobooked so far. But I adored the first one in this series, and I really, really want to love the second one. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high, but I want to love it, and I'm hopeful that I will. And so far the audiobook is interesting, so hopefully I'll like it. I'll let you guys know. Moving on to some of the books that I do need to read this month. The first of those is one of my Wellcome Book Prize books, and that is this one, Turn of the Mind by Alice LaPlante. This one won the prize of the Wellcome Book Prize in 2011, so both Eleanor and I are going to be reading this one, and I'm pretty excited. I think it's kind of a thriller. Basically all I know about this is what it says on the blurb, and that is that we have a surgeon who is losing her mind, then her best friend gets killed by like stabbing, and 4 of her fingers, the friend who's killed, her fingers are removed surgically in a very precise way, and so the surgeon who's losing her mind kind of comes under suspicion, and I guess it's a thriller about what happened and what went on and what's going on, and there's obviously medical things involved as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. It should be quite a change of pace to read a more thriller type book, and it's quite short, so should be a fun one, hopefully. The other book that I'm going to be reading is, I think, a lot longer. This one is called The Emperor of All Maladies, and I've heard really good things about this, but I honestly don't know an awful lot more about it than I think it has to do with cancer in some way, and also to do with lots of different science and non-fiction facts and such. So I'm looking forward to it. I am a little bit unsure if it'll be for me, but from what I've heard from other people, I'm hoping it will be. I've got this one on my Kindle because I think it's quite big, so yeah, looking forward to giving it a try. And again, the live show for September should be either at the very end of September or the start of October, and this one will be on my channel, so if you want to hear my thoughts on these 2 books, that's where I will be discussing them in detail, but I'll tell you more about that near the time. For SPFBO, I have a couple books that I would like to get to this month. I am only 1 book behind now, which is pretty good. I'm aiming to read 5 a month and I've currently read 9 in the last 2 months. So I'm 1 book behind, but I've caught up a lot since last month, which is great. So this month I'm aiming to read 6. The first of those is Audrey of Farmerton by GREGG, which I didn't get to last month and I still don't know an awful lot more about it. So I've literally read page 1, but I will be reading that first. The next one I'm going to be reading is Devil's Night Dawning, which is by Damien Black. This one has an excellent cover, but again, I know very little about it. I like to go into the SPFBO books pretty blind and just give them a chance and see what they're all about, but I'm guessing from the cover this one maybe has some sort of dragony thing in it. Hopefully. A couple of other ones that I'd like to get to this month include UMBRA by TOBY BENNETT, Showdown by Sable Aradia, and Immortal Song, which is by CREWE. Hopefully I can get through all 3 of those, and then my one extra one that I'm aiming for is Naomi Grimm by B.B. Marlowe, and yeah, we'll see if I get to them all. Fingers crossed we find some gems in this collection. But of course I may chop and change and read other things instead. These are just the ones I currently have on my radar to pick up next, so I'll let you know when I get through them and I will be reviewing them as I go. Those are all the books I have planned and penciled in. I am very aware that there are other readathons and things coming up and that I'd like to participate, so you might see other TBRs. Even if I don't do all of the readathons and the TBRs for them, I'll definitely be reading some other things than just this, I think. But I'm not sure what yet. I kind of want to leave it a bit open, especially since it is my birthday month and I might treat myself to some books or something. So yeah, I'd like to just leave it a bit more open so that I have that option. And that's everything I plan on. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have read any of these, what you thought of them. Thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.